And it's time to wake up, and I'm so excited. Today's going to be an absolutely beautiful day. The stars look pretty out there this morning, too. 46 degrees, and get your sunglasses out. Finally going to be able to use them, and can't wait to see you at the fountain at Ridge Street. JC?
Man, she's that excited. I may just call the show up and go on home now.
Nope.
Golly, woohoo! My buddy Mark Gibson in here this morning. Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM on a good-looking Wednesday morning in Athens. Join us also, as always, Tom McAlister. Harlan in here this morning. Good morning, Harlan.
Good morning.
Harlan's going to talk all about what's legal going on in real estate and everything else. Plus, we'll get Harlan Mitchell to give us some insights too on what's happening with, Sandusky and all that kind of stuff going on national. But we'll talk about some other stuff going on. So good to have Harlan in here this morning. Roll Tide. We got all Bama fans in here this morning. But Mark, you're going to talk about something that's not so good going on in y'all's life a little bit.
Yeah, we've. Our youngest granddaughter, 21 months old, has been diagnosed with leukemia in the last 5 or 6 weeks. So we're putting on a benefit blood drive this weekend at Champion Chevrolet Saturday from 11 to 4 in honor of my little granddaughter, Ava Brooke Campbell. So we'd like to ask everybody to come out and join us. And they're going to do, of course, it's going to be a blood drive, and they're also going to do the mouth swab to put everybody on the bone marrow registry. Right. So come on and do it. We'll talk again about that coming up about half hour. Then we'll talk some sports coming up here in a little bit. If you need to text me this morning, here's my phone. 230-1123 is my personal hotline number. You know I can text now, don't you? Yeah, right. I can. I know. I got one from you. Yeah, I know. But I can text. And Gloria's got one of those phones now, though. You can just talk to it. By the time you take it away from your mouth, it's already done the texting. I know. I got one of those. Oh, do you? Yeah. Smarty. I don't need that. I don't need to be that high tech. Oh, let me remind you before we go over there and take a seat. Coming up now, next Thursday, Mark, will be our annual last show of the year, our Christmas show. We're going to have pig candy, smoked bologna, and biscuits from Joy Boyd. That's right, over at East Limestone. We're going to feed the multitudes that day. It's open house from 6 to 8 that morning. Live TV show from 6 to 7. That will be my last show of this year, starting in January. Whenever I decide to come back, we'll start our 9th, believe it or not, I think, if I'm correct, starts our 9th year in Athens with little ZTV 11 with a big mouth. You ever heard that? Yes, I have. Yeah. I know where the big mouth part comes from. I do, too. But anyway, that's what the schedule will be, and I'll take a couple of days off, and then I'll come back, and then we'll work a few days, take more days off, and celebrate another national championship. Roll Tide. What do you think the score's going to be? It's going to be a close ball game. I figure 17-14 Bama. I'm saying 31-17 Bama, but that's just me talking. All right, now let's get it cranking. You can also text Gloria to 603-484. Here's Gloria with the weather. I may wear shorts and go barefooted today.
Great, Mark. I just found out he texts you, too. He's good at texting the wrong people, it seems like. Oh, and Brad, too. Wonderful. Am I the only one that doesn't get it when I'm supposed to get the text? Anyway, let's talk about that weather forecast. I just put my foot in my mouth, didn't I? And let's go over the weather right now. It is going to be pretty finally. We'll see it like a summer day today, or a springtime day anyway. High temperatures around 70 today. I can't wait to see some sunshine. There are some clouds out there, too. Tomorrow, 64. We'll take it 41 for your low. The extended forecast looking like not too bad. We could actually see some rain, though. Moving on in late Friday, possibly even Saturday and Sunday. 230-4988 gets us this morning. All I do know is you are going to have a mountain lion on the show. It might be a little stiff.
Yeah, I got that mountain lion coming. That's the thing behind you. The old Clay killed that dude. You handle divorces. Right. Not that I'm in the market for one, but
he's already retained.
Get up this morning at my usual time, 2:30, and Gloria gets up about 3. She says, "You ain't gonna believe who left you a message last night." Plays it for me. I'm going, "Are you kidding? One of my ex-wives. Ain't talked to her in over 12 years. I'm not obligated to anything, am I?"
Statute.
I just want to make sure. She wants me to call her today. Some possessions she may have left with me many, many moons ago.
You don't still have them, do you?
Not what she's looking for, I don't. But now, let me ask you this, Harlan. Since she can't pick us up now, so I figure this is a safe question to ask.
I'm putting it on you, too.
Supposedly, she had some jewelry that I had maybe purchased for her at an outstanding jewelry store in this part of the country down in Decatur. They call after we're divorced and say, Miss Cooper, you can come and pick up your pearls, valued at, I don't know, $4,000 or $5,000 possibly. Well, she ain't no longer my wife, so who you think gets them?
You do.
Well, she got them. But now, there's no recourse there on her part, is it?
Well, she wasn't awarded in divorce decree, no.
That's right,
It's
she wasn't.
over.
Good thinking, Harlan. Man, I couldn't.
That's his job.
What? Yeah.
I stand corrected. It's not a mountain lion. It's a bobcat.
Well, it looks like a freaking mountain lion. Anyway, we're going to have that thing up here before long. Hey, I want to, y'all ever been watching TV when all of a sudden your commercials got real loud?
Yes.
Well, I meant to
annoying.
tell y'all this yesterday. The FCC has set requirement TV ads to be the same volume as shows now. So, Harlan, no longer will your commercials be louder than anybody else's. That's the way you wanted it. That's the way I've been doing it for you. No, legally you can't do that. We have never been doing that unless it was some mistake. But
So
you
it was
have
done on
these,
purpose?
What was that ad piece that we added?
They were doing it on purpose.
Yeah, just to get
Yeah,
their
it doesn't go into effect for another year.
get their point across. Right, let's talk a little bit about my favorite subject, Alabama football. Hustle Times this morning, here's what happens. Nick Saban will receive $200,000 for Alabama reaching the BCS game, $400,000 if Bama wins. McAlister will get $500 to his annual. He'll receive $81,000. Of course, he's leaving us. Kirby Smart will get $136,000. Everybody will get a big raise if we win it, when we win it. But nobody gets a bigger raise as Miles. He gets, I think if he wins that, I know, Donnie, you're watching this morning. Shut up. Miles, I think, gets $1,000 more a year than Nick Saban. Something like that.
It's a
Let's
good
talk about
coach.
that. Bobby Bowden says LSU will have a tough time beating Bama twice in the same season. Because when Florida State played Florida, they beat them during the season, played for the national championship. And he says we got beat pretty doggone good that second time around. Defense wins championship. They are the best two teams in the nation.
There's no doubt about that.
There's no doubt about that.
We'll go.
So, I don't know, you know.
What will you do when football's over?
What I do when what?
When football's over?
Spend more time with you.
Can we go that year-round thing?
Yeah. Spend more time with my lovely bride
Yeah.
playing football.
Lucky me.
Huh? Yeah. That's what I'm kind of saying. Playing football.
Oh, I got you.
All right, Harlan, you also do real estate closings, don't you?
No.
You don't do any of that. You'll refer all that mainly over to Charlotte?
Or somebody, yes.
Yeah, okay. So you mainly do divorce and criminal
Defense.
Personal.
criminal defense. So business been pretty good.
It's been very good.
In the divorce segment or the other segment?
Both.
Both. So you're always got something going. Yesterday, of course, I felt like a lawyer. Yeah, kind of yesterday watching ESPN with Sandusky waive that. We'll talk more about that later. But was that do you think it was when they put Sandusky on TV that first time with Bob Costas? Was that a big mistake?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He doesn't need to be talking to anybody, whether it be TV or anybody. He needs to be quiet.
What is it you always say? Remain quiet?
Yeah, remain silent. Anything you say will be used
He even
against you.
spoke yesterday. But you know what the attorney, Anadola, said about his he says, Jerry Sandusky is not a smart man. And he said, that's why I put him on the interview, because it takes him, if you ask him a question, it takes him about 2 minutes to answer it. So I guess he's an idiot. But he said, just because he was a coach, defensive coordinator for Penn State, does not mean he's a smart person. He said, yeah, you know, he might have made a mistake by saying, yeah, he showered with kids and stuff like that.
Might have. Yeah, normal people shower with kids all the time.
The guy's doing the best he can to, you know, isn't he?
Defend
Well, I
them.
mean, evidently he doesn't have
No.
much to work with.
Well, I guess that
With
would
letting him
probably be
talk.
true.
Yeah.
But man, there's just all kind of stuff going. It's good to have a legal expert up here today where I can really get some questions answered. If you want us to get a legal question for you answered free, send me $50.
Is that legal?
230-1123 is my hotline number this morning. But first, I got to do a Dear Jamie. Y'all hang on.
Oh boy, what is this?
I'm a divorced 40-year-old. Started seeing someone. I enjoy being with Tom. 4 years ago, I had to have 4 of my front teeth pulled due to yeah, okay, gum disease. I'll take that. Probably got him knocked out at a bar. I was wondering when to tell this man I'm with that my teeth are false. I want him to know, but I'm embarrassed and scared of his reaction. Please help. Toothless in Pennsylvania.
Well, if she's toothless, he's got to know, but surely she has that fixed.
Have you ever heard of Dr. Alan Coleman in Athens, Alabama, soon to be in another location in Athens, and also in Huntsville? Unless you're afraid your teeth will come loose when kissing, this is one of those things that don't require revelation until the relationship has progressed to physical intimacy. Hopefully he will care enough about you that it won't bother him. If you can afford them, dental implants can take care of this issue permanently.
Surely she already has teeth, or else he knows.
All right.
No telling what you're about to say.
We're waiting on this one to drop.
Yeah, this ought to be good. What's on that mind of yours?
Well, I don't know. I've never been with a toothless woman before.
Well, that's good to know.
I might have been with some women I don't know of now, but I don't know I've ever been with a toothless one before.
No,
now, they may be toothless now, but when I was in their presence,
so when you call your ex-wife back, will you be asking her?
Look their best.
So when you call your ex-wife back, will you be asking her if she has her teeth this morning?
I don't care if she has her teeth. They can't pick us up and go to full candy.
I'm going to put this on YouTube, probably send it to her.
Anyway, she was a nice person the year I knew her.
She was.
Y'all may wonder, well, why didn't you know her longer than that? Well, I met somebody else along the way.
You can't blame that on me, buddy.
Well, I am.
Oh, you're
She was
lying,
after
folks.
me from the get-go.
Who was?
You were. Just graduated junior high.
Aren't you funny?
Just graduated junior high. Legal. Legal.
How many times do you hear no?
Huh?
How many times do you hear no?
Not near enough.
Quit texting me.
I'm an educated woman, dear Abby. In my late 20s, feel free to pop in here, Harlan. I've been married for several years to a wonderful man. We're recently blessed with our child. Since our wedding, my relationship with my mother-in-law has been an evolving one. Since the inception of Desperate Housewives on TV, she seems to believe she's a character on the show. She trots around in revealing clothing, looking like a streetwalker. Spends most of her time gossiping with her newfound buddies who are half her age. She seems to delight in dressing her up to make her the talk of town. As a little girl, I dreamed of how my life would be as a married woman. I didn't think it'd ever be like this. My dreams never included a M-I-L, is that MILF? For those of y'all who don't know what that means.
We don't have to tell people everything, do we?
Who enjoy seeing people look like her in
Google
disbelief as she struts across the room. I don't want this to be an example for my young daughter. Confronting her doesn't work. She responds with guilt and mockery. In other words, she always wins. Well, it says, as an educated woman, it's time for you to smarten up and accept the fact your mother-in-law is a character, warts and all, so accept her for the person she is.
Give me that. Put it up.
If y'all see a woman dancing around Athens in her 60s.
Now, Helen Duncan's older than that.
With boots and who?
Helen is
I
older
wasn't talking about Helen, I was talking about your mama.
She wouldn't be.
Yeah, she's too short to wear boots anyway. Harlan, you need to start an advice column.
I don't either.
Hear Harlan. Huh? Harlan heard.
I have some advice for you, Jamie.
I have people pay me to give advice. I want to click on.
Oh, y'all can go by and see Harlan down on Jefferson Street. Congratulations on your building down that way.
Thank you.
And we'll talk about some other folks coming up here later. Anything you can tell us about somebody who might be getting divorced that, you know.
No, go check out the
If you
courthouse
tell me, I won't
records.
tell anybody.
Not
Yeah,
that I can
okay.
tell.
Huh?
Not that I can tell.
We'll take a break, come back with some news in just a moment. You can reach us. Oh, Johnny Lee Dees, our minister at Cross Point, should be here later on this morning. We'll try to run some video. Tony was up at the Elkmont Christmas Parade this past Saturday. We still have that. We'll try to get in this week. We'll come back and do a little bit of news. You're watching Cooper Company Live on a great looking, going to be near 70 this Wednesday morning in North Alabama. We'll take a break and be right back. Y'all hang on.